Hey you guys, what is up? It's your boy Blaze here, coming at you once again from Need Input. So check it out everybody. The world's elite globalist satanic scum have all met up for the World Economic Forum's meeting in Davos to discuss climate change, the Ukraine war, and the future of our world. Or at least, so they claim. But we know they are truly meeting to discuss how their great reset is going, how they destroyed world economies with COVID lockdowns, drove small companies out of business, and forced people to lose their jobs and way of life by mandating the shots, and how they're now using the staged war over in the Ukraine to blame Russia for food and supply shortages and the mass inflation on everything. I can guarantee they're discussing how they'll use monkeypox as the next pandemic to try and scare everyone again and lock down nations and restrict travel all over once again. What's funny is these scum preach about climate change when they constantly fly around in their billion-dollar private jets and drive expensive cars everywhere.
Hi folks, we are here at St. Mirren Airport. It is the closest airport to Davos and it is a private jet airport. And this is where the attendees are most likely flying in from their respective countries to Davos, to the World Economic Forum. We have a jet there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's got the Australian flag on it, so it could be a jet from that country for their representatives. I mean, it's just so hypocritical. They're here lecturing us on climate change, telling us to eat bugs, telling us that we can't fly and we can't go on holiday and we can't drive diesel cars and that we have to pay our way in green taxes and putting us all in poverty. And here they are in their diesel burning private jets when they could all just jump on a commercial one, but no, they have to have their own planes, they burn a lot of fuel, as usual, massive climate hypocrites. But that's all for me, I'll be back later.
During this meeting, Switzerland has deployed over 5,000 military personnel to support local police to protect all 2,000 elite attendants to this meeting. The military has made the area a no-fly zone, and fighter jets have been deployed to watch over the skies and enforce it. Oh, and get this. The WEF has their own paramilitary force armed with military-grade weapons and their own WEF badges. They keep citizens and journalists away from the event and harass anyone who comes near. The World Economic Forum is not a governmental organization. So why the heck do they have a paramilitary force armed with such high-grade military weapons? By what authority do they operate? Under what laws? Who commands them? And do the Swiss authorities there have any say-so?
The world is a different place today.
We cannot ignore the global security issue that could impact millions around the world.
Without immediate action to support developing countries, inequalities and poverty will deepen, not to mention the geopolitical divide.
We're on the cusp of not only a climate catastrophe, but also an economic catastrophe.
The inflation rate soaring to its highest level in 30 years. Costs are going up everywhere.
Food, electricity, water, medicine. It's a very pressing situation.
But we're dealing with 7.8 billion people on Earth that need and rely on this supply chain system.
We are challenged by the number of people in need.
And these people are suffering in such a devastating way. They can't, how are they supposed to get through the day?
No, don't be sorry.
We all know that we're past the point of no return.
We lost 60% over to recycle, 9%.
It's really a horrifying situation, and as a
and technological disruption.
Inequality and a planetary emergency.
We've got to work together.
We have seen incredible generosity and outpouring of support.
Have
the economy actually works for the people.
You need to have trade that allows for clean technologies that will help to save the planet.
We should focus on the skilling, reskilling, upskilling.
It takes very little power to break a fragile balance. The true power lies in putting the pieces back together again.
We all have to do it together. It's within our means.
There is no place to hide. All of us leaders need to step forward and have a stand in this. And we have to remember that.
This is a moment in time that will never come again. Let's do it.
Right now and for the future.
So here we have this non-governmental organization, the World Economic Forum, claiming our world has so many problems and we have to step in and do something about it. But what people don't realize is they are the ones causing all of the problems. By placing their members in key positions of governments all around the world, they are controlling things and causing every world problem we have. Climate change, food and supply shortages, racism, the LGBTQ, wars, shootings. It's all being done and staged by them so they can step in and offer the solution. The Great Reset. And they make it seem like it will be this great thing of peace and love where everyone is happy and gets along. It won't be. It will be under a one world government controlled by them with a digital currency, a universal basic income for all, and a social scored credit system like China uses to keep citizens obedient. Those who do not comply will be outcast of society and won't be able to participate. You won't have a home to live in. You won't be able to get food for your family to take care of them because you won't have a job. They'll take everything away from you. Old Dr. Evil himself, Klaus Schwab, had a few things to say during the opening of the meeting. Take a listen.
This war is really a turning point of history, and it will reshape our political and our economic landscape in the coming years. But we also are at the tail end of the most serious health catastrophe of the last 100 years, COVID-19, and we have to reinforce our resilience against a new virus possibly, or other risks which we have on the global agenda.
So did you hear what he said there? We have to reinforce our resilience against a new virus, possibly, or other risk, which we have on the global agenda. Those are some key words right there, which we have on the global agenda.
Let's also be clear. The future is not just happening. The future is built by us, by a powerful community as you here in this room. We have the means to improve the states of the world.
The problem is, we do not want these maniacs holding the future of our world in their hands. Who put these people in charge of controlling our lives and dictating what goes on in this world? Countries have their own governments, and citizens are supposed to vote and choose leaders and approve laws put in place. We, the people, control our governments. The governments work for us. The World Economic Forum is not a governmental agency. No one voted these people into power. So why do they have so much power over all the world? It is just a group of world elite billionaires who have placed their members in key places in world governments to gain power. This is why world leaders and top politicians go to their meetings. They are members brought up by the WEF. The World Economic Forum is the New World Order we've been talking about for years. It's quite obvious as they meet and discuss future plans and control all the world's governments over all of us.